yourself without having to go back up to the zone.
Excuse me, do we have any more copies? Thank you very much. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Ryan. I'm going to be joining you for the duration of this game. We've got New South Wales versus Victoria. This is the second time they've met. The home side will be New South Wales. They're completing their warm-ups. The starting lineup for, fielding lineup that is, for New South Wales. We've got Chantel Leidner pitching to Madison Baker. At first base is Riley Arnold. Second base, Alicia Mitchell. Leadoff batter for Victoria is number 4, Kari Pritchard. At third base, we've got Brianna Young. I apologise if I pronounce any of your names wrong. That ball will be up there. Kari thinks it's hit her. Home plate umpire not so convinced. And the umpires will convene, see if any of them saw anything different. Our home plate umpire today is Brett Tyler. I'll read out the umpires after I go through the rest of New South Wales order. At shortstop, we've got Angelieve Iredale. Not sure if I said that right. Rachel Wack is in left field. Centre field is Isabel Hanna. That's our called strike. So 1-1 count on Kari. In right field, we have Shannon Keevers. And designated player is Jenna Chim. The substitute players for New South Wales: Stacey McManus, Grace Wixon. Kari Pritchard just fouls the ball off. It'll be a 1 and 2 count. Mia Gilmore, Michelle Cox, and Kendra Lamb land out the substitute players for New South Wales. Kari Pritchard led off a couple games at the start of the tournament. I believe this is her first time coming back to the lead-off spot in a couple days. Kari's had a few years off playing for Victoria. I believe she was playing elsewhere. She's come back this year, played in the under-23 women's just before this tournament. She'll be playing first base today. That ball is just foul down the line. It was hogging the line most of the way. It just went foul as it was passing first base.
I fixed it.
Mm-hmm.
You might need to just reset it or pick up the change.
Okay, thank you, Jim.
Because I created a new game.
Yep. I'm gonna have to reset the scoreboard in a sec. Kari hits that one. It'll be just foul down the third base line. Kari going to stay alive in this account. I'm gonna have to restart the scoreboard. So that's gonna vanish for a second. There we are, scoreboard's fixed. That's a ball upstairs. So So what happened with the scoreboard is put in the teams wrong, so Victoria batting first, not New South Wales. It's an easy fix. I believe that's 2-2 on Kari. A change up freezes Kari Pritchard. There'll be a strikeout for the first out. This will bring up Rebecca Schaefer. Beck had a nice RBI single in last night's game. Victoria played Queensland late last night. Very electric game. It was probably around 150 spectators. One of the loudest atmospheres I've ever seen in a softball ground. I'll be upstairs, just only. Beck's batted near the top of the order in every game. I don't think she's actually had a game off this tournament. We're taking at bats very deep in the count. Beck's playing third base today. She has, I believe, in every single game this tournament. So Kari Pritchard's normally a third baseman, but she's been playing other positions, primarily first and second. That's a nice called strike there on the outside corner of the plate. They'll be upstairs. 2-2. Victoria came up short last night. However, they've still already punched their ticket in the finals. The final bracket's already set. New South Wales were undefeated until yesterday afternoon. They lost their first game. Beck hits that to shortstop. Nice throw over to first. There'll be a routine out. That was Angelie Viadale picking up the ball. This is Victorian designated player number 66, Sarah Willis. Sarah pitched in last night's game. She's been one of Victoria's most reliable hitters. She's a pickup player coming from the US. I'm not exactly sure where in the US. I'm sure the Victorians are very happy with her contributions. She's been a big asset to the team. She's hit 2 home runs already this tournament. She'll take that slower pitch for a called strike. Just not what quite she was looking for. Well, the first time through the orders, you'll see these batters take a few more pitches in the zone, get an idea of what the opposing pitches look like, figure out which one they'd like to hit. There's another loopy pitch on the outside edge. New South Wales figuring she didn't like that pitch, so let's throw it again. She's gone looking on the outside corner. Now we'll tie the side for Victoria. They go down in order. We're at about 75 viewers so far. Thank you all for tuning in. We're both teams punching their tickets in the grand final, well, not for grand final, the finals later today. Looking like they're giving a few of their bigger players some rest. Neither team's really pitching their top pitchers. They're looking more to get an idea of what each other will do. Notable members of New South Wales lineup like Michelle Cox, not present. So the defensive lineup for Victoria, we've got pitcher Nicole Martin pitching to Casey Smith, Kari Pritchard's at first base, Rachel Miller at second, Rebecca Schaefer at third. That's Hannah Scott at shortstop. And outfield left to right, we've got Nicky Bembo, Brody Hendy, and Millie McKeary. So Cole Martin hasn't pitched too much this tournament. Don't think she's had like a full game. She's been a very reliable pitcher for Victoria for many years. And the leadoff hitter for New South Wales will be Shannon Keevers. She's playing right field. She'll go for a running bunt, doesn't make contact, the umpire calls a swing. The pitch looked pretty good. I reckon that would have been a strike even if she left it. So the umpires we have today, behind home plate, Brett Tyler. That's the ball inside. First base, Kerry Franklin. Second base, Nicholas Beashall. And third base, Ronald Campbell. We have 3 games going on at the moment. This is the most we've had for the Gilley Shield. I think 5 in total, as there's 2 under 14 games. You can see in the distance. She's going to hit that second base. Handled well by Rachel Miller. That'll be the first out.
No one's been sitting there.
What's been interesting, Victoria not playing a shift on a left-handed slapper. Usually we see Victoria moving their second base player way in, even the similar distance to where the pitcher is, to cover that running slap. I'll be just upstairs on Alicia Mitchell. She's the second base player today, wearing number 64. Hit hard and a nice leaping grab there by Kari Pritchard. Got to the absolute top of her wingspan to catch that. And that'll be a nice and quick second out. This will bring up Jenna Trim, designated player. They'll be upstairs for ball 1. A little bit of a rise to that pitch. Jenna was over 3 earlier in the day, playing against ACT. Nice drop ball there, strike 1. New South Wales won that game narrowly, going 3-2. Grace Wixon was the pitcher for New South Wales. That one's just downstairs for a ball. That's right on her hands. She hits it. Nice soft and went to shortstop Hannah Scott. Kari Pritchard unable to complete the stretch, and that ball drops down. So Jenna Trim, or as she's known by her teammates, JT, will reach first base. This will bring out Brianna Young, playing third base. Brianna was 1 for 3 earlier in today, had 2 RBIs and a base hit. She goes for that first pitch. It's just foul down the third baseline. Just rolled over it. I think that's a situation of that pitch stayed flat. She probably hits that very well. And Gavelli in the count's going to have a big swing at it. Worst case, she hits a foul ball like she did. There's not really much repercussion for the batter. So when these batters all bat, they think they're looking for a certain pitch. I reckon the one she was looking at for was a fastball there. She got the drop ball. That ball outside. That ball well located by Nicole Martin, right on the inside corner. Got him in. That'll be a 2-2 count. Brad Young really wanting New South Wales to really like an extra base hit here to bring in that run. She'll fight off an outside pitch. So New South Wales were undefeated until last night. Had their only loss of the tournament to Tasmania. A bit of a slower pitch, just not quite timed up to it. Still able to hold her hands back enough to foul that off. Brianna's just fouling stuff back until she gets the pitch she's looking for. In doing so, tiring out the opposing pitcher and getting a better idea of what she's got when she faces her later in this game. That's a change up, hit softly, just over the head of the second base player. Throw will go into third base on a roll. And that'll be a nice single. I'm going to move to third. But just out of the reach of second base, Rachel Miller. I'll give New South Wales 2 runners on, 2 out. Any sort of base hit here would almost certainly give New South Wales an early lead. This is Rachel Lack batting, I believe. Yep, number 31, Rachel Lack. She'll take the first one for a strike. Rachel was the catcher in last game. She went 1 for 3. She's playing left field in this game. She hits that hard into her teammate at third base. Gets her right on the upper right quad, and she's in a lot of pain. Thankfully for New South Wales, she was behind the foul line, which will mean that ball will be scored as a foul ball, but it's definitely hurt. She's stumbling a little bit. Still standing though. That's going to leave a nasty bruise. New South Wales trainer is over there, just checking with her. She'll be alright for now. That bat will continue. I think Rachel Lack might have to buy her a drink after this. After the tournament, that is. They'll be way outside for a ball. Let me just update the scoreboard for you guys. There we are. It's a 1 and 2 count on the batter, I believe. So from that foul ball, Victoria gained the knowledge that Rachel Lack's really onto that inside pitch. I'm going to most likely stay away from that as much as they can. 2-2 on the count here. She hits that one straight up in the air. Hannah Scott calling for it. She makes the catch nicely, and that will end the inning. So Victoria escaped the inning unscathed. Only just though. So that'll be scores 0-all as we go back into the next inning. Just just realised I didn't read out the substitute players for Victoria, so I'll do that now. We have Sarah Willis, Caitlin Laird, Kat Lamel, sorry, Georgina Korek, Isabel Zaharias, and Liz Avery. So as I said earlier, Victoria looking most likely to save some of their bigger pieces for later. Georgina Korek has been one of the team's top pitchers. I imagine she'll be given the ball later today. Same with Grace Wixon for the New South side. So maybe not. So New South Wales will be playing the 1 vs 2 finals match later tonight. So they'll still have a lifeline if they lose that. Leading it off for Victoria, we have Casey Smith. Casey's actually from the home association of Waverley, where she grew up playing at Frankston. Made the switch over to Waverley for seniors. She's a very important member of this Waverley Softball Association. Everyone here is very happy to see her play this week. We'll take that for a called strike. There's a called strike again. Casey's going down 0-2 looking. Casey might be looking for a different pitch type. New South aren't giving her any time to breathe here. She's going to have to defend to get her own footing in this at-bat. That ball just low. A very good take, especially with 2 strikes. Looked flat out of the hand. I think she could tell it was going to drop the whole way. That ball's inside. New South Wales are going for that inside corner. Just miss a little bit inside. Chantel Laders hit a few of those spots already in this game, especially on Sarah Willis earlier. Casey holds her hands on that high pitch. Casey's really treating this at-bat like a lead-off hitter, knowing a walk is exactly as valuable as a single in this situation. Really wants to get on for her team. And that will be a nice pitch, that inside edge. Casey Smith will go down looking. Second Victoria today, Victorian I believe, who's gone down without having a swing. Up next is Nikki Bembo. Nikki fouls off that first pitch, just a little late on that inside pitch. That's an 0-2 count on Nikki Bembo. Apologies for some of the frame rate. I think the frame rate might be dropping a little bit. I'll get some cooler packs down here to help with that. Nikki fouls that just. A pitch having quite a lot of drop. She does well to just get her hands down onto that pitch. Bembo taps that, and that will also go foul down the third base line. Got quite a few supporters coming down for this game. See plenty of people with Victorian shirts. know the under 14 Victorian side are also playing right now. Might have finished, I'm not actually sure. I was watching that game earlier. That's a high ball. Bembo's been primarily used as a pinch hitter for this squad. Had a couple nice hits. Unfortunately couldn't come up big last night in the Queensland game as she was pinch hitting with the bases loaded. Well down, I believe only one run at that point. Very high pressure situation. Bembo fouls down to her foot. Thankfully she's okay. Field. Lucky break for Victoria here. With the ball in play, anything can happen is what I'm hearing from the crowd. Shannon Kevers got to the ball. Unfortunately just couldn't keep her hands on it. Rare mistakes we see, very rare to see at this level. All the players are exceptional here. Been a very strong tournament playing wise. It's Hannah Scott batting, the shortstop, number 9. Pick-off attempt to first. Nice dive by Nikki Bembo to get back. Hannah Scott represented the Aussie Steelers in one of the practice series. I believe it was the China one recently. That ball's inside. Hannah Scott also a member of the Victorian under-23 team. Only played a few weeks before this, just before Christmas. Both first and third playing close, anticipating a bunt. There was a nice called strike on that outside edge. They'll bring the count to 1 and 2. Hannah Scott just want to put a ball in play, see what she can accomplish. Although she'll have to avoid hitting it right to the infielders for a double play opportunity. That'll be 2 and 2. Right about 125 viewers at the moment. Should also mention this live stream's available on YouTube. It's a little more stable on YouTube, where you can talk to friends and family through Facebook. There's a nice pitch on the outside edge and Hannah Scott swings through it. There'll be 2 out now. Rachel Miller. Rachel's, I believe, the youngest member of this team. Played in the under-18 World Cup representing Australia last year. Primarily plays second base. The change up in the dirt, a nice hold, Rachel Miller. Saw that pitch very well. Rachel's also from Waverley Softball Association. Plays in both juniors and seniors. She's out of juniors now. She hits that. That's gone foul down the first base line. Rachel had limited opportunities for this team. Definitely been swinging the bat well though when she's been in there. Getting more comfortable each day. She had a nice piece of the ball last night, but it was caught by a diving catch from a Queensland player. She goes for a bunt. That'll be foul. Just couldn't quite keep her hand strong enough. Tried to surprise the New South Wales defence by showing bunt late. Fortunately, might have been a little too late just to be comfortable with the pitch. That's the double-edged sword of holding back and going for a surprise bunt. Sometimes it's too late. She chooses to leave that pitch improve zone-wise. That will retire the side for Victoria. They got one on base that inning. There'll be a scoreless ball game through now to the bottom of the second. But I think the win or loss is not the utmost priority for either team for this game. Victoria could potentially sneak into that third spot. There's a chance of bad weather later, which would be very nice for Victoria if they can sneak into that third spot on the ladder. That'll give them automatic protection in case the game tonight is cancelled. So if the finals game gets cancelled, the team that was seeded higher will be rewarded with the victory, as happened in the past. Although we've had absolutely perfect weather so far this week at Waverley. Quite rainy the day before the tournament, which meant the ground was a little bit softer, but Waverley drains very well, especially compared to other fields in Victoria. We've been watering the fields down every night. It's been good to pitch in the dirt. Never really had to pitch in the trend of dirt here in Waverley. Grounds crew here have been doing a great job of getting it all ready. Batting now we have Angelieve Iredale playing shortstop. She took a called strike for strike one. Be downstairs for a ball. New South Wales been using their signature chants all week. One you can hear right now saying, hey the batter in the box. I want to know if you can hit that ball. She hits that, just jams her unfortunately, and there'll be a soft ground ball to Rachel Miller. Handled well, that'll be the first out. So. What a pitch she liked, just unfortunately just missed it. Just missed it with the wrong spot of the bat. This is Riley Arnott. Riley's playing first base today. She did not play this morning. It's a nice location there on the inside edge. Apologies for the lost frames. We are working on cooling down our streaming equipment. Shout outs to Julie Smith for going and grabbing some cooler packs for me. That's grounded to Rebecca Schaefer. Throws over to first. Little high at Kari Pritchard, able to complete the stretch. Kari a bit shorter than your typical first base player. Still got a really good glove. She's used it well over at first. Playing a little out of position. It seems to be working for the Victorians. This will bring up Madison Baker, who's today's catcher. Very called strike. Pitch swung a little away from the batter, I believe. The ball had some drop to it. Baker, not interested, takes it for a ball. Madison Baker also did not play in the earlier game. They'll be outside for a ball. Baker hits that down the right field line. That will land in fair territory and go all the way to the back fence. McKeary picks it up. She'll throw to Rachel Miller. Baker will hold it second with a stand-up double. be a 2-out base hit. She'll get a pinch runner for her. That'll be number 47, Michelle Cox. Michelle Cox normally in the leadoff spot for New South Wales. Now we've got the number 9 hitter, Isabel Hanna. She's playing centre field today. They'll check that swing. That's going to be a close one. The base umpire says no swing. Weather's starting to get hot here. Should reach approximately 33 degrees. It's quite warm for Victoria. There'll be a ball inside. Close pitch on that. That was a very close pitch. Now we're seeing Victoria bring their second base player all the way in to cover that slap play. Rebecca Schaefer also well in. This one's fouled right towards me. Thankfully there's a fence in the way. Be a two balls and 1 strike. Isabel Hanna. Single here will give New South Wales the lead. She goes for a bunt, hits it in the air, will land, and Victoria will elect to let it roll foul. Would be nice if they could get a catch off there. Just hit right in between Casey Smith and Rebecca Schaefer. Neither player able to complete the catch. Isabel Hanna played left field last game against ACT. She went 1 for 2 and scored a run. She hits that straight to Rachel Miller. They'll play first. The shift for Victoria works well. We'll complete the second inning. Still no score here today. New South Wales will get to start the next inning with the top of their order. Definitely favourable. Anytime you're able to do that. That's one benefit for the 9th batter. You're up 2 outs with the 9th batter. It's not always the worst situation if you get out. But also if you lead off an inning and get on for that top of the order, it's massive. The Victorian manager is going to be sharing some watermelon with some of the umpires. It's getting quite warm. Been quite warm out here. Most games we've been having a drinks break between the 3rd inning. Just at the end of the 3rd inning we'd have a 5 minutes drinks break. Might have seen those if you watched previous games. I'm sure it'll be very confusing if you happen to log onto the stream at that time. But now we've got sound working thanks to Shane Goodall. Hopefully talk everyone through that. Alright, leading off the inning we have Millie McKeary. Millie's been one of the longest standing members of the Victorian side. Leading off an inning, this is what she's used to. She's been the lead-off hitter for Victoria many times. That'll be a ball inside. What she particularly excels at is the strike zone. It's very rare to see her chase out of the strike zone. She gets a lot of lead-off walks. She's batting 8th for Victoria today. She was the flex player in last night's game, did not bat, played centre field, a couple nice catches. Just a little late on that pitch, fouls it off. The officials for Victoria, head coach is Mark Rigg, assistant coaches, sorry if I meant to pronounce any of these, Corey Dimitrovic, Rosalie Hendy, Alicia Bell. There'll be a called strike. There'll be a 1 and 2 count on McKeary. Manager for Victoria, Karen Bell. Statistician is Sue Rigg. So we have the pitcher, Chantel later. Maybe not happy with the amount of grip she's able to get on the ball. She's going to rough it on the dirt. The umpire is going to come out to have a word. Looks to be no issues here. Sometimes this happens. Brand new balls can be quite slick. It's pretty common for pitchers to try to get some dirt in it so they can get some nice grip. And also having more dirt on the ball gives you a little bit more spin. Makes the spin a little more effective, I should say. Kiri bounces that. That's a short. They're going to have to hurry on this. And just out at first on a bang-bang play. Umpire Kerry Franklin in a very good position to see that. What I should also mention is how, I want to say, elite the umpiring lineup is for this entire tournament. There are a couple of them sitting with me in between games. It's simply the best of the best we have here in Australia. There's a lot of big names. This is Brody Hendy coming up, number 1 for Victoria. He's been playing a lot of outfield, also in the under-23 Victorian side as well. Primarily this week she's been the pinch runner, as I call it, a bench speed. She's going to hit that. A nice glove there by the pitcher. And that will be the second out. Chantel later managed to find her footing right after throwing a pitch. They'll bring up the top of the order. Kari Pritchard. Kari really would like an extra base hit here, get herself in the scoring position. They'll be outside for ball 1. I believe the stream seems to have settled down a bit according to my software. Takes that change up well for a ball. That was not far from being a strike at all. Kari's been one of the Victoria's more powerful hitters in the past. That ball very well located on the inside corner. That'll be a 2-1 count. Favourable count for Kari Pritchard still. That'll be a ball down low. Now we're going up a 3-1 count. One of the most dangerous counts, 3-1. Swing and miss is still, even if the batter swings and misses on a 3-1 pitch, it's still quite a good count to be in. They've still got the advantage after that. So you see a lot of home runs in this count. Kari hits that, grounds it to pitcher Chantel later. She'll play first base. So, well located pitch there on the outside edge. Kari was looking to do damage there, just didn't quite get the right pitch. And that will retire the side. Victoria go down 1-2-3. Nicole Martin getting ready to face the top of the order. Hole in the mound getting quite deep. So for those that don't know, normally most tournaments you'll see pitchers pitch onto a mat. That way they're not digging too much in the dirt. In some of these higher level events like the under-23s and the open championships, pitchers are required to pitch into dirt. So throughout the game the holes get quite deep. Thankfully at Waverley we've got a mat about, I want to say, half a foot into the ground. So the pitchers never really get too far down into the dirt. They'll start seeing that green mat. Got a lot of positive feedback on the grounds conditions today. Got a team of about, I want to say, 8 or so men. Some of them are been here every single day from 7 AM to about 10, even 11. Last night's game finishing right around 11 o'clock. Without them, we would not be having such a great tournament. Shannon Keevers takes a pitch on the absolute top of the zone. Tom Martin's been hitting that spot well this game. That's going to be grounded. Kari Pritchard grabs it. Wins a foot race to first. It'll be a quick 2-pitch out for Victoria. Very favourable. Shannon Keevers gets down the line very quickly. Ground balls to the left side of the infield can usually be beaten out for hits. Now we have a right-handed hitter though, Alicia Mitchell. Should take that first pitch for a called strike. New South Wales got 2 hits so far. Really looking to get a book runner in scoring position. There's 3 and 4 hitters. 3 and 4 hitters are coming up. You really would like at least one of your 2 lead-off, well, your lead-off or second hitter to be in scoring position for them to get a hit. Especially while there's 1 out, especially a runner on third, 1 out, sack fly can bring them in. 1 run would be very favourable for New South. It's just down for a ball. Shannon Keevers was 0 for 2 earlier today. Had a walk and scored a run though. Swings hard at that one. Just a little high. That just stayed just under the ball. So throws a change up, that'll be pulled foul. Hit that hard with the barrel of the bat. Alicia's using a Louisville bat. That'll be a ball. Had catcher Casey Smith caught that, I reckon there was a good chance of a call strike there. That'll be a full count. Yeah, most batters we see in the women's using Eastern Ghosts, or well, almost all using Eastern Ghosts. A couple DeMarinis. How many using the old Louisvilles? She gets a pitch, she hits that, it's going down the left field line, just lands in front of Nikki Bembo out there. There'll be a foul ball, so that will keep going. Still in full count. A lot of pressure on pitcher Nicole Martin here. Any ball she throws will give a free base. She also doesn't want to throw a pitch too down the middle. Give up potentially an extra base hit. Victoria would really like to face these 3 and 4 batters with 2 out, as they did in the first innings. A bit of a slower pitch that's hit up and hits the light pole down the right side. Got a bit of clouds in front of the sun at the moment. The ground looks a little darker. Probably well appreciated by the players considering how warm it's meant to be. Still full count. Mitchell grounds that, and that's gone down left field side. Goes down to the bullpen down over. New South Wales have some bullpen action. There's number 56 warming up. So Mia Gilmore is warming up. New South Wales probably conscious they really prefer to keep their pitching lineup deep. And that'll be ball 4. A well-earned walk there from number 64, Alicia Mitchell, and this will bring up Jenna Trim. Jenna Trim using a Eastern Stealth, that is. Very common bat in men's softball. Not as common in women's. One of my favourite bats. Runner takes off. That's going to hit hard down the left field side. It's one of the New South Wales teammates protecting their pitcher from incoming foul balls. Just getting a lot of work down there. A bit too far away for me to tell who that player is, unfortunately. Yeah, New South Wales looking to warm up another pitcher, not to exhaust all their options in one game. Just give a few innings to each pitcher. Most likely their game plan, like I said before, matter what happens this game, New South Wales and Victoria will both be in the finals. Still favourable to play this game, get some good cuts in with their batters. This one grounded, Rebecca Schaefer takes it well. They'll get the out at second, that's all they'll get. Rachel Miller was shifted a little over towards first base, couldn't quite get to second base in time to clear double play. Either way, Victoria happy to get an out on that play. So that'll be 2 out with the 4th hitter coming up. Brianna Young. Young playing third base. Hitting in the 3 and 4 spots for New South Wales all week. New South Wales have the highest amount of runs scored in this tournament so far, sitting at 81. They've only allowed 20, which is also the lowest amount, with a record of 10 and 1. That's a nice pitch on the outside edge, a good frame from catcher Casey Smith. Casey's been putting a lot of work into those frames. Casey will drop the knee again. Pitcher Nicole Martin just missed the spot, a little inside. So something we're seeing a lot at this tournament is catchers going on a knee to catch those drop balls, working on framing those up. What happens is the catcher will drop their glove to the dirt, and as the pitch comes in they start bringing the glove up, and that way the umpire has trouble telling whether the ball hit the down or not. Hannah Scott goes for a dive in there, can't pick it up. There'll be a base hit into centre field, picked up by Brodie Hendy. A good read by good read by Trim. She's able to make it all the way to third. She was running on contact there due to being 2 out. Now once again we have runners at first and third for, let me get my piece of paper out. Sorry, I'm unfamiliar with many of the New South Wales players. Got Rachel Flack playing left field. That's just upstairs. Another pivotal moment for Rachel. Actually, a very similar plate appearance earlier in the game. Came up short there. We'll see if she's able to do something different this time. Still 2 out though. She will need to find a way on base to score on, barring any miscommunication from Victoria. Livestream struggling again. Let me just get the cooler packs out. Hopefully they'll calm down in a few minutes. She grounds that softly, picked up by Rebecca Schaefer, and a routine play to first base. Throw was right on the money. Victoria once again escaped the inning unscathed. A very similar situation to the first inning. In fact, I think identical. I think it was the same runners as well. So we're on to the 3rd inning. Nope, that's completed the 3rd inning, sorry. We're going to the 4th inning. So the officials for the New South Wales side, we've got Kerry Porter as the head coach. Sorry, I don't have the first names of the assistant coaches, but we have N. Wern and K. Gentle. And then the manager is S. Holland, and the scorer is R. Whittle. Don't actually have the first names, I apologise, on my piece of paper. And we're going to have a 5-minute drink break, everyone. So, umpires have come in for a little drink. It's actually been quite calm at the moment due to a nice shade we've been getting. I might update what's happening in the other games, if I could tell you. If you want to see what teams are out there, I think that's WA and ACT playing. You can see on Spacequake Sports YouTube, they'll have all the finals on that diamond. Spacequake do a fantastic job. I've seen them many times around Victoria. They also did the Aussie Steelers recent friendship series with New Zealand. Amazing coverage of that event. Actually, I've seen a couple of the Aussie Steelers come down today. Seen Jay Sealu and Josh McGovern last night. I believe I heard someone say Stacey Porter is around, but I've not seen her in person. Many important softball people around. And of course, best umpires in the nation are all here. If anyone wants to have a quick drink break or leave the room for a couple minutes if you're watching, this is probably a good time. Victorian players are all sitting in the shade, as are the New South players. Besides batter Sarah Willis, she looks ready to go. So Victoria have 3 pickup players for this tournament. Georgina Korek last year, when she's come back.
What's that?
She's been an important pitcher and hitter for Victoria. Sarah Willis has taken over as one of the main hitters for Victoria, hitting in that 3 spot most games, playing the outfield when she's not pitching or DPing like she is today. There's also Liz Avery around, who is also from the US. She's been hitting leadoff for more recently. She hit leadoff in last night's game. I don't believe the New South Wales side have any substitute players, import players.
He's over at the bucket. Yeah.
So expect another one of these breaks in the 5th inning. Especially will be useful in later games today. Victoria have another game on this diamond. We will have very similar broadcasting to this live stream. I'll do my best to keep the cameras cool, but it's going to be quite difficult at that time. So just bear with me, please. I'll also be commentating that game. I'll have a look at the scores of the under-14s games, see if they're up. The under-14 girls national championships also being held this weekend. Victoria have gained their first win of the tournament, defeating ACT 8-6 in the 7th-8th placement game. Very happy to see that. I was down there watching the game. Both teams getting really into that game. And then New South Wales, Queensland Country and Queensland Metro, that ended in a 10-10 tie according to what I've got here. So that means they both joined for 5th, I guess. So neither Queensland team making the top 4, that's quite rare these days. Queensland being quite dominant, especially in these younger age groups. I believe it wasn't long ago that they managed to win all four championships at a tournament that had both under 18s and under 14s of both male and female divisions. The top 4 for that under 14s championship, we've got both New South Wales teams, and playing for 1-2, and then WA and South Australia in the 3-4s. As we're back to the game, Beck Schaefer's up. And that first pitch is a strike. Don't believe there's been any substitutions from either team thus far. Beck Schaefer looking to get on base for her team here. Be very favourable. That'll be a 1-1 count. Anyone wondering why the screen went darker? That's just because of the clouds going over the sky. Trust me, the field looks darker here as well. There'll be a ball inside. Sun's starting to come out now. A lot of Beck's good hits so far this tournament come to left field, including her one last night. It's a great attempt by the Queensland left fielder to try to catch that out of the sky. Fortunately came up just a little short. And Victoria were able to get a run out of it. She was ready for that inside pitch, but it was a little low. Fouls it off down the third baseline. So no bullpen action anymore for New South Wales. Still unsure whether they plan to use one pitcher for this game or not. The sun's really starting to come out now. Good thing we had the drinks break when we did. Otherwise, I think the umpires are starting to be feeling it now. Not too bad for the players. They get unless they spend a lot of time hitting or batting in a particular inning, well, fielding in a particular inning. Just umpires are out there for both sides of it, and that comes in. That clips Rebecca Schaefer. I think that got her on the right arm. She'll take a walk over to first base. Hopefully it avoided her hand. I think it got her forearm. That sounded quite painful. Arms are some of the most painful spots being hit, especially near the hands. A lot of nerve endings over there. Here comes Sarah Willis. Sarah having a bit of trouble finding a groove batting this last couple of days. She was 0 for 4 in last night's game. The change up and just falls into the zone. Sarah Willis using a DeMarini composite bat. It's a little unusual for more of a power hitter. Still, the heavier models of those DeMarini bats can have quite the pop in them, especially the 26 ounces. I haven't actually had a look at her bat. Might be 26 ounces. That ball will tail outside. They're really looking to move Rebecca Schaefer out. Extra base hit, most likely knock her in. Those outfield gaps will be very favourable for Victoria. It'll be a change curve, I believe. Tailing outside again. They really want to stay away from that inside part of the plate. And I want to point out with Sarah is just how threatening her batting stance can look. She always looks like she's ready to hit a pitch. That'll be inside, holds up nicely. I believe that's full count, 3 straight balls. That is full count. No outs for Victoria yet. New South Wales really want to get this batter out. Two of the more powerful bats coming up after her as well. She'll hit this very hard, and it is just fouled down the right field line. Well, I'd say just, but probably at a metre from the fence. That ball was absolutely killed. There's pretty much no hope of catching that unless that was hit right at someone. First base put her glove up, but had no chance. Sarah Willis, I think she's most likely the quickest pitcher in this tournament. That being the batter, Sarah. And New South Wales get an unlucky break, nice break there. That drop ball inside gets her swinging. There'll be 1 runner on and 1 out for Casey Smith. Casey's one of the more powerful Victorian bats, known to hit home runs, particularly at this field. Back when she was in under 16, she had a walk-off home run to win a game, and she goes for a bunt here, and that's put down nicely. And the catcher falls over, trips over Brianna Young, pitch over Young, and something has happened. And Casey is being called. So what has just happened here is the ball's actually hit Casey's hand instead of the bat. So third base umpire managed to spot that and called dead ball. I'm not sure if Victoria will be having a discussion. I don't think they are. I think New South Wales are having a discussion actually. That goes down as a foul ball. That works out quite favourably for New South Wales actually. Casey Smith would have been safe as two of the players collided with each other. I believe it was Riley Arnold colliding with the catcher, Madison Baker. Both of them tried to throw the ball. It'll be an 0-1 count on Casey Smith.
I'm listening to what Lee said. He said, yeah, that's what we sort of figured there.
She rips it that hard. His tail's back. Casey is the only female player to consistently play in Victoria's men's state league. I believe there's been about 3 or 4 girls who have had at-bats in the men's state league. Casey's been playing regularly for multiple seasons now for the Peninsula Rays. Takes a nice swing at that. Having trouble just getting the middle of the ball. It's probably a nice pitch to create a hit. Casey plays in that team with brother Cody Smith, who's on the Aussie Steelers. You might hear him be commentating on Spacequake Livestream on Diamond 2. That'll be a ball inside, well taken by Casey. One advantage to being a catcher is you can get a much better idea of the strike zone than any other batter. And no doubt Casey used her knowledge there. She's got quite a good idea of the umpire's zone already. She would have seen these umpires multiple times, multiple tournaments. Casey's a little early on that pitch. Young falls down getting it. And there'll be a slide at second. But no attempt for a throw to first. Becca Schaefer went in decently hard there. No damage to either player. Casey being on first is the catcher, so see who Victoria want to put out. Becca Schaefer was standing there and no one else came out, so I think she's just decided she'll be running. Number 84, Beck Schaefer running for the catcher, Casey Smith, as we have a 2-out base runner for Nikki Bembo. Bembo swings hard to strike one. Bembo from Frankston Softball Association. 3 of the players she coached last season were playing in the under-14 Victorian side. Just had their first win. That pitch well located. Down and in. Later, primarily using that low drop ball. It's quite a common strategy at Nationals. Low drop balls, very difficult to hit for extra base hits. Produces a lot of ground balls. Ground balls at this level, majority of the time, are out. Bembo hits that reasonably hard. Shortstop can't pick it up cleanly, but recovers and gets just in time for the out. It's a nice recovery there. That was Angel Eve Iredale there. Left-handed batter may have been able to reach first. At the end of the inning, and we've still got no score. I'm just going to refresh the scoreboard. That will complete the top of the 4th. There's a chance we may have a laptop run out of battery at the end of this game. I will just warn people, we'll be very close to the end. Angelique Iredale will lead off this inning. She made that play to end the inning. That ball's hit in the air, just a bit too far. That's actually rolled down next to me. Let me go get that. Matt. Looks like Rebecca Schaefer had to tie her shoe. We've got a bit of action in the Victorian bullpen. Caitlin Laird warming up out there. That ball's going to be muscled just into shallow centre field. Didn't quite get in the middle of the bat. It's got enough of it. That works out nicely with a nicely placed single to lead off the inning for New South Wales. This will be Riley Arnott coming to that, playing first base. Apologies for a short delay on commentary there. So we've got a runner at second now. This is Madison Baker at bat. That's one out for Victoria. This ball's hit on the ground. Second base, Rachel Miller plays it nicely. Well, the runner will reach third base. 2 out there. Sack fly will not be enough to bring in the run. Need a ball to the back net or a base or some way of reaching base. This will be the 9th batter, Isabel Hanna, playing centre field. She swings through, strike one. Nicole Martin putting that on the inside corner. She goes for a bunt. That'll be a bunt foul. Trying for a surprise bunt base hit. Ground ball to shortstop may very well allow her to reach first and score that run. Second base, Rachel Miller playing very close, making it difficult for her to pull the ball. That ball's hit straight up. It's going to be just over the fence and hitting. Oh dear! That deflected off the scorer's tent. Hit a fan in the leg. She seems to be alright. She's up and walking, taking that ball. Not much back net here at Waverley. Very rare we see flyouts behind the catcher. She hits this ball. Nikki Bembo's giving her best effort, but it's out of reach. There'll be another foul ball. We're going to start making a foul ball counter of this game. It's not like normal games where, well, it's not like some other games in this tournament where we've got college pitchers going at it. A lot of foul balls to the back net. We're seeing more just down the line. That has just been off for their timing. This ball's fouled. Again, that goes to the on-deck batter. Just passes it over to catcher Casey Smith. Coleman just seem to find the swing and miss. See which pitch they like to go with for the swing and miss. It's going to be hit on the ground. Rebecca Schaefer picks that up. Plays it first. That'll be the out. Isabel Hanna was running very hard down that line. Made that a lot closer than you might expect. Still New South Wales not found a way to score. We'll be going into the 5th inning, I believe. And it is indeed a new pitcher, as Victoria was saying. We have number 56, she was warming up earlier. That is Mia Gilmore, I believe. So we've got a left-handed pitcher. It's quite a change for the batter to have to stare at the opposite shoulder, hip of the pitcher. Especially catch you off guard if you're not awake. So it looks like New South Wales electing to go with the idea of giving each pitcher a little bit of time. Hopefully that means, well, we had last game they had a full game of Grace Wixon. I imagine they'll plan to use her tomorrow. Just giving a pitcher a little bit of time. You don't get too much fatigue, but you also stay warm. That's important in these tournaments, as pitchers bring up speed throughout the event. Got to just throw the right amount, not too much, not too little. It's a little different to how maybe a baseball tournament would work, where rest is pretty much invaluable. Softball pitching a lot easier on the body. Still not easy by any means. A softball pitcher can throw 200 pitches in a day and still be alright. It's Hannah Scott leading off the inning. I think she's using Rachel Miller's bat by the looks of it. It'll be a called strike, very well located for the first pitch. So it'll be Chantel Leidner is out of the ballgame. But she can come back in. We just fix the camera up for people at home. Grounders to the pitcher, she'll recover nicely. And throw out Hannah Scott for the first out of the inning. Also have the back girl for Victoria. She's been at most of the games. Here comes Rachel Miller, number 48. That's on their end. The pitch just up for the ball. That ball did come down after it passed home plate. The ball can be a strike if it just clips the plate at any point. And that one does come down in time. That'll be another strike. So a lot of the batteries this tournament, they're using, you see, like arm guards that have the signals laid out. Using a more complex signal. It only allows them to have more options on there besides just locations of pitches. So they can continue using it even with the runner on second. Rachel thought she had ball 4. It's going to be a called strike instead. That'll be a 3 and 2 count. Sorry. Rachel Itzis. It's gloved nicely by Gilmore. She'll play first for the second out of the inning. Both pitchers for New South Wales fielding their positions well, being set, ready for the batter to hit the ball. Millie McKeary. McKeary goes for a surprise bunt, holds back on that high pitch. Going for a bunt on a high pitch can be very dangerous. If you make contact, very likely you'll fly out. So you'll see batters pull back almost always. Just goes for a slap hit, gets it right to the pitcher. First base has to run back to the bag. Completely out, and there'll be 3 ground outs, I believe, that inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th, I believe. Also to mention, if you're seeing any subtitles show up on the YouTube video, most likely you can turn that off through the options. Most likely be in your top right corner of the YouTube video if you hop your mouse over there, or touch of your finger if you're watching on a phone. Just been informed, there's been some subtitles coming up. Don't believe there's been any changes for Victoria. Looks like the same lineup. Sun's really starting to come out now. Looking like this could be, it's going to end up quite a tight game by the looks of it. As we've got 3rd time through the order coming up for New South Wales. 3rd time through the orders, really where usually the batters start picking up the pitches. It's already been quite hard for Nicole Martin to get a swing and miss on most of the batters. We'll see what she's got planned to keep ahead of the batters. Shannon Keevers up for the 3rd time today. She lets that first pitch and rips it down the right field line. That's gone all the way to the fence. Millie McKeary's picked it up. She's going to go to 3. She will get there easily and be in there with a stand-up triple on the first pitch of the inning. This is what New South Wales are looking for. Now they've got a runner at 3rd base. It looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. This is Stacey McManus, I believe. It's Stacey McManus, number 50. She'll be pinch hitting for Alicia Mitchell. Not sure if she plans to stay in the game. She's going to hit that first pitch in the air. Nikki Bembo's coming in. It's quite shallow. Here comes the throw at home. Plate to plate. And Casey Smith has dropped the ball, unfortunately, for Victoria. Throw took a nice one hop in. Going to get a glove cleanly. That will be the first run for New South Wales on a sack fly from Stacey McManus. So it'll be 1 out now for Victoria. Jenna Trim takes that high pitch for ball 1. I believe Stacey McManus would have got up into that batter's box with 1 goal in mind, and that was hitting a fly ball, and that's exactly what she did on the first pitch. Doing the job for her team there. That's a foul ball. That's what we've got actually here at Waverley. Above the more traditional fence, we've got a very loose net. That's what that ball's just hit. Stops as many balls going to the car park right behind us. There have been a couple balls that have hit cars. I haven't seen any shattered windshields, thankfully. A nice pitch, very well located there. Keeping that pitch low. It'll be a 1 and 2 count on JT. Any more runs New South can get, I think, will be favourable for them. They can get pitching Nicole Martin out of there. And Victoria start digging into their bullpen. Just do what they can to weaken their opponents the rest of the week. Of course, on the field, that is. Saw Victoria play ACT earlier. ACT had to bring out 3 pitches just to get through the game. There's a nice change up there for strike 3. Victoria will throw the ball around. That'll be the second out. Brianna Young comes up. That ball will be inside for ball 1. Actually got 4 games going on at the moment. Waverley Softball Association. Over on Diamond 3, you can see directly past centre field we have WA versus South Australia in the under-14s. There's a foul tip inside that same spot that got the strikeout on the last batter. Let's see what we've got from the Open Women's. We're using Diamond 9 for the first time during the Open Women's. Hasn't been used. It's only been used for the under-14s. Diamond 9's quite a good diamond. I actually played my first softball game ever on that diamond. There's a ball upstairs. On Diamond 9, I believe that's Tasmania versus Queensland. On Spacequake Sports over on Diamond 2, we've got WA versus ACT. And over here, of course, we've got New South versus Victoria. That ball's lined and caught by Hannah Scott. Didn't quite get all the ball. Handled nicely. Victoria will jump back in their dugout. Looking to at least tie this ball game. Need to get some runners in scoring position. I think that's what's been lacking for Victoria. Both teams until that last inning, although New South Wales have reached third a few times. Not sure Victoria have. Might see some pinch hitters for Victoria, wouldn't be too surprised. One of the aims of this game, no doubt for Victoria, is to save a lot of their more experienced players, but it's also alright to give them 1 or 2 at-bats. They're still getting plenty of rest and just keeping their eye in with their at-bats, keeping the swing moving. That's what's good against about these multi-day tournaments. Batting usually progressively gets better throughout the tournament. Well, you're definitely sore by the last day. Most teams do hit their best late in the tournament. And this is actually our second drink break going on right now. And a little bit of shades come through. See the Victorian team, they're eating plenty of watermelon. New South Wales side, I think they're mostly just sitting on the bench. Just taking a quick breather. If you need a break from the live stream, I suggest you do it now. You've got about 3 more minutes. If you need to make a snack or something, pull a pit stop. On the live streaming side, I'd also like to give a massive thank you to Michael Cronk from Sunshine Softball Association. He's lended his equipment to Waverley all week. So he was here running the live streams on day 1, and I've taken over since day 2. Took me a bit to get used to, but I think it's going a lot better now. Got the sound working just late last night. Thanks to some help from Shane Goodall, who's also had experience using the same setup. And also want to shout out Ryan Ames and Jack Boyle. They been helping me set up cameras a couple times this week, performing various chores around. They've been here watching their sisters, but they've gotten up straight away every time I've needed some help. A big shout out to those two. A lot of notable Victorians around in the crowd here. Looks like a couple girls who've been doing state training before this. I see Jimmy Purcell, who's played for the Aussie Steelers. A couple open men's state players. I see Stevie Dawson. Shane Goodall, who's the coach of the Victorian under-18 girls side. Definitely worth getting down if you're in Victoria. Seen a lot of good players this week. Level of softball is simply the best of the best here. We'll be having the Gilley Shield, I believe, for 3 years in a row. It's been a lot of work, but it's been well worth it to have such a good tournament.
Yes and no. Bruce's sister's wedding started because she hadn't really on their own. But they travelled backwards and forwards halfway to Rapid and Frankston. No other one was up their head. I said, one give me some rent under the table. But anyway, I think the,
Looks like the end of the drinks break. New South Wales will jump out. Leading off the innings with Victoria will be Brody Hendy once they've cleared their warm-up.
Are you going to the 23s? Yes. Oh, I thought you'd be there. I'm just hoping it's not too
Mia Gilmore will continue pitching for New South Wales.
She rolls up in red, my Richie girl. And it's been very... It's true. Yeah. You went red ones? Yeah, red ones. Yeah, red ones is taking Aussie. Ready?
Here comes number 1, Brody Hendy. New South Wales also using their arm guard for multiple signals, as Victorian were. You see all the infielders have the signals on their arm. That way they can see what the call is as well. Looks like Stacey McManus has remained in the game at second base. She pinch hit for Alicia Mitchell. Fastball's hit out, foul. Nikki Bembo's daughter's gone to go grab it. Believe her name's Belvy. It's like a drop ball, just missed upstairs. Also seen a couple of the players' children here to watch. I think Stacey McManus had one of her kids, or a couple. Vicky Bembo's got 2 daughters here.
That's alright, I was going to wait till you.
And that foul ball's been caught by a fan. So I'd like to point out New South Wales mixing at least 2 players I'm noticing. Taylor Titsakronis, I believe, had a finger injury just before this tournament. She no doubt will be here. There'll be a foul tip, strike 3 on Brodie Hendy. That'll be the first out. Also absent is Kaya Parnaby, but I'm not sure where she is. Players do have various reasons for missing tournaments, of course. A couple of the Victorians have come back after extended I'll just leave. There's quite a large price tag on playing nationals after all. Some bigger years of players' lives, I might choose to miss out. This is the 3rd time through the order for Victoria as Kari Pritchard hits that hard into the back net. Much time left for Victoria. Really would like to at least get the lineup moving. So in the 6th inning, they've only got 5 outs remaining in this game to get a run. At least get the lineup moving, get a lot of at-bats into these players for tonight's game. Victoria will have 3 games today. It's the first of 3. They're playing right after this game on this diamond. Kari puts that into the outfield. That's shaped up nicely and taken by Shannon Keevers for the 2nd out. Which I think that's Shannon Keevers. Can't see a number from here. Here's Beck Schaefer up again. Sharitz in the last at bat on hit by pitch. See how her hand's feeling. Hits the arm can make batting a lot more difficult, especially if swelling starts. Takes that well for ball 1. That hand starts to swell, it becomes a lot more difficult to grip the bat. Nice pitch there. First called strike. That's hit, just tipped over the glove of Young. That will be a base hit, I assume. Imagine that'd be a base hit. Not much more Young could have done there. So have a good effort for that ball. And Schaefer will get a 1-out single. 2-out single, sorry. Now Sarah Willis up for the 3rd time today. Hit a couple of very hard, nice foul balls. Just hadn't quite got her pitch. This is her first look. First look at Mia Gilmore. That ball's just low. Might have been able to steal that strike on her knee with a run on first. Baker electing to take that pitch on a squat. Taking a knee does make it a lot more difficult to throw to second and also block the ball. I don't believe either team has attempted a stolen base this game. Both teams using catchers with strong arms. Catcher Casey Smith's been known to throw out runners all throughout her junior time playing for Victoria. Willis throws a surprise bunt but pulls back. Mason Baker, also a very experienced catcher. Victoria don't seem to feel confident testing her arm. Becca Schaefer's one of their better runners. There's a called strike on Sarah Willis. The 2-1 count. Resting on Sarah Willis here. This might be Victoria's best chance to get a run here. Change up and they keep going for that outside edge. Willis ain't looking to hit on that spot. That's going to be a 3-2 count. 3-2 and 2 out. Rebecca Schaefer will be off on the pitch, I assume. And that'll be ball 4. Sarah Willis will take a 2-out walk and they'll put a runner on second. They'll put the go-ahead run on base for Casey Smith. A lot of pressure on Casey's shoulders here. Both parents here watching her. Casey takes strike 1. Victoria very rarely defeated New South Wales in almost any tournament. New South been very strong of late. That ball's upstairs. That ball's down and out. Casey been very patient. She knows she's going to need the right pitch in order to help her team. Can't afford to swing at the wrong pitch here. Casey hits that hard. It's up the middle. Rebecca Schaefer's coming in with a tying run. There's a little bobble in centre. And that'll be the difference maker. Victoria will tie the game on a very clutch 2-out base hit by Casey Smith. The hometown hero does it. And she is very happy with herself. That's a big smile. She's leading out there. Just waiting for her runner. Brody Hendy will take charge. And Mark Rigg looks to be making some sort of change. Doesn't look like Nikki Bembo might not bat. We'll see. Let me update the scoreboard. My apologies, it doesn't seem to update unless I do it myself. Thankfully I will be here for the next couple games. Might actually have to restart this. So it looks like we will have Liz Avery pinch hit. Liz is one of Victoria's pickup players, coming out of, I believe, the US. Haven't actually spoken to her.
Sorry.
Speaking of New South Wales dominance, they were the winners of the last Gilley Shield. And looks like the action will be back. That's Sarah Willis running it. No, shit, that's alright, that's correct. My bad. So Brody Hendy's taken over for Casey Smith, running for the catcher. Here's Liz Avery. That's ball down. This is Liz's first at-bat of the day. She hit lead off last night. Looks like we also have another pinch hitter lined up for Victoria if the inning continues. Sarah Beals, who hit a 2-run home run last night. She's on deck. That ball's on the dirt, blocked well by Baker. Saved a base there. That ball might have hit her wrist. I see her grabbing her wrist there. She does have at least a batting glove and a wrist guard on. There's a little bit of exposed skin there. A lot of catchers will wear batting gloves under their catcher's glove to protect their thumb a little bit. I myself also do that and tape my thumb every game. That's a called strike on Lizzie. It's been a little more patient here. Knows a walk is still quite valuable here, especially with Sarah Beals on deck. It's been one of the Victorians' most dangerous batters. She's come back after a little bit of time off. Lizzie thought she had ball 4. That one just clipped the outside edge. That'll be a full count on Lizzie. 2 outs here. The runners will be advancing on the pitch. Or running on the pitch, I should say. Liz was 0 for 3 yesterday, but did score a run. Lizzie hits that into right field. That's going to hang up there. It's taken comfortably by Shannon Keevers. The Victoria have done what they needed to do and tied that ball game. We'll see if any of the Victorian pinch hitters remain in the game. Liz Avery hit for Nikki Bembo. I have not seen her come out yet. Anna Scott has gone back out there. She was going to be pinch hit by Sarah Beals if her turn and order came up. It did not. Looks like Nikki Bembo is... I think she's our Sunsaw. Yep, Liz Avery will take over in left field. As Victoria complete their warm-ups. Actually, I don't think she's going to left field. Brodie Hendy is heading out there. Liz Avery looks to be in right field, and Amelia McKeary is in centre. There's been a bit of a shift in the outfield. McKeary was previously in right field, and Hendy was previously in centre. I think Victoria prefer potentially could be about how strong some of the arms runners are, of the outfielders are. Ideally, you want your strongest arm of the outfield in right, so they can make the throw over to third, stop runners advancing to third base. Kiri's been more of a centre fielder throughout her playing time. Definitely can cover a lot of ground out there. This is number 31, Rachel Lack, lead off the inning for New South Wales. And a ball has ended up on the field. I'm not sure how. Just called time right before that pitch. I think it's come from the bullpen of the ACT team, which is, yeah, there's a no pitch on that. Umpire confirming. Sorry, I should have their names memorised by now. That's how the bullpens work at Waverley. Usually teams just go up either the first base or the third base line. There is a bullpen on Diamond 2 that's usually used by the team on the home side. ACT on the away side. We're pitching down the first base line. This one's hit very hard. First base coach, I believe that's Kerry Porter, had to dodge that. She's way out of the coach's box, I think. And she just potentially might know the batter's habits. That ball's fouled straight up and straight back. It's behind all the fans. That pitch gets away from pitcher Nicole Barnett and bounces into the leg of the batter. She seems to be okay. Yeah, she's jogging over to first. Thankfully it bounced before it hit her. Not too painful. Still not ideal for Victoria, leaving the leadoff runner on base. This will bring up number 29, Angelique Iredale. She's been in the game for the entire duration. We're going to keep moving these runners around. She's going to go for a sack bunt. First base will pick it up. Kari Pritchard. She throws over to Rachel Miller. A successful sack bunt for the New South Wales side. Victoria unable to get that leadoff runner. Now we have a runner at second for the 3 and 4 hitters in the lineup. And in situations like this where one run will likely decide the game, very favourable to go for that sack bunt, especially late in the game. Only 6 outs remaining for the New South Wales side. That ball just inside. This is Ryan Arnott at bat, number 26, who's playing first base. Ball's fouled back. Might just adjust the camera while everyone's recovering. The runner at second. Victoria will have to use more signs to make sure the New South Wales runner on second does not relay the signs to the hitter. They usually use a sequence of signs the pitcher and catcher have worked out. For instance, they may be looking for a certain number of calls, so the only sign they look at is maybe the second sign. But usually Nationals use far more complex styles. It's very favourable to the hitting team if you're able to figure out what the signs are. For the runner at second, you can relay signals to the batter. Things like holding the runner on second, holding their belt, or touching their head to indicate certain pitches. Be very favourable for the batters to know what pitch is coming. Don't think we'll see any of that today, though. New South Wales just haven't had enough runners on second base to be able to get enough information. It's still stressful, especially if the catcher having to relay multiple signs. Really upset her thinking process. This ball's hit shallow. Hannah Scott's got a beat on it. She'll take that nicely for the second out. This will bring up the catcher, Madison Baker. Looks like Riley Arnott has some advice for her. Maybe something Nicole Martin's pitchers are doing. Potentially could even be tipping a pitch. Another way hitters can gain an advantage in the tournaments, particularly watching pitchers, other games they throw. They might do something a little different when they're throwing a particular pitch type, like a change-up. If they can identify that before they come in, they might be able to take a very educated guess that they'll throw a certain pitch type. Pitchers very rarely will do that on purpose. If the pitcher doesn't notice, they're in trouble. Baker leaves that pitch upstairs. There's a base opener at first base. Wouldn't be surprised here. It's not the worst thing in the world if Victoria leave. Victoria let this runner on first for the walk. They still will maintain the lead, and that runner on second won't get any further. And she leaves that pitch in the middle of the zone. That's gone deep into the left, to right field. And that hits the fence, and that will tie this, give the New South Wales team the lead on a double and a 3-0 count. A very clutch hit for Madison Baker, gives the New South Wales team the lead. Just as a counterpart, Casey Smith gave Victoria, tied the game for Victoria. Now the other catcher gives New South Wales a lead. Michelle Cox will once again come out to run for the catcher. But Victoria only have 3 outs to match that lead. They really cannot afford another run here. Isabel Hannah swings at the first pitch. That's back net. Casey Smith picking the ball up using her catcher's helmet. Once again we see Rachel Miller shifting all the way in for the lefty slap hitter. This ball's hit into shallow left field. Brody Hendy reads that nicely, and that will end the inning, but not before New South Wales take the lead. It'll be the last chance of, I believe it's the last chance for Victoria here. Going into the top of the 7th, although we will not need a bottom of the 7th if New South Wales remain in the lead. No point of them batting when they're already ahead and the last inning has been played. Looks like Victoria are going to use the pinch hitter to lead off the inning. I see Caitlin Laird standing in the batter's on deck circle. Doesn't look like any changes to the New South Wales defence. It's coming up in the order. We have Hannah Scott's batting spot. It looks like she'll be pinch hit for. I'm just hearing Coach Mark Rigg making the change. Number 30 out, number 9 out, number 30 in. Caitlin Laird will lead off this inning. After that, we have the 7th hitter Rachel Miller, and 8th hitter Amelia McKeary, 9th hitter Brody Hendy will follow Caitlin Laird. Victoria still have some room on the bench. Sarah Beals, Kat Lamel, Georgina Corrick and Isabel Zaharias have all not been used yet. Wouldn't be surprised to see a few of them. Looks like Rachel Miller's on deck, so she'll get to have her turn of at-bat. Despite this game not meaning too much in the long run, both teams are going to give it their all while they're on the field. That's the first pitch. That's called a strike on Caitlin Laird. This is her first at-bat of the day. Caitlin Laird swings at that second pitch. It was right around the top of the zone, maybe a little up. One thing I noticed about Caitlin Laird, she uses I believe that's a Bomb Squad Wedgman she's using. Wedgman, something like that. It's a very fairly common bat in men's, but I think she's the only female player I've ever seen use one. This ball's going to be down and out. Ball one. Caitlin Laird played left field in last night's game. She registered 2 hits with the bat. Caitlin Laird rolls over that one. The base charging in. And a nice play there. Bang, bang. That was right, very close. And it looks like I don't think Rachel Miller is going to be batting. It will be, we have Sarah Beals coming out The Eels had 2 hits last night in the late night game versus Queensland. One of them being a 2-run home run in her first at bat. Her and Caitlin led, but the only Victorians to have multiple hits last night. Sarah's one of the 3 Victorian catchers. She caught last night's game. Did a fantastic job. Looks like Georgina Corrick is on deck as well. Victoria are going to be digging into their bench. Try to do everything they can to keep this game alive. That ball's upstairs. So I think the Eels might have had a year or 2 off with the state team. She's back this year and certainly been very strong for the Victorian side. She rolls over that one. That's going to be picked up by third base. Nice play. Again, that's another out made by Young. Beals just didn't quite pick the right pitch. A little outstretched on that. New South Wales have been going to that outside edge and almost every Victorian batter, especially the ones coming into the game recently, don't seem to be as ready for it. This is Georgina Corrick batting. I believe she played college ball in the United States, and she represents Great Britain in the world events. She came last year. It was a very important piece of the Victorian side. Throw number 22. I believe that helmet she's using borrowed from a Victorian under 18 player. That first pitch outside. The reason I mentioned the helmet, see a nice duck sticker on the helmet. Very, how do I put it, beloved Victorian side at a tournament earlier this year. The Ducks. That pitch is up high. Victorian side getting very loud now, down to the last out. Georgina Corrick trying to be the difference maker here. That'll be ball 3, Corrick. 3-0 count here. Normally quite common you see batters auto take with this. Not sure if that's going to be the case with two out. Georgina gets on. Kat Lamel is waiting on deck. That pitch will be called strike. Corrick electing to take there. No runners on base. I agree with her decision there. Now she'll likely be much more aggressive. Pitch comes inside. Corrick fouls it off. Especially in a 3-0 count here, she really doesn't want to accidentally, 3-0 count where she was before. She really didn't want to accidentally chase and get out by hitting a ball in play. A good decision to take. Now the count is full. Georgina will have to defend to get on base. Georgina hit that very hard, but it's right at Stacey McManus, and she'll take that catch, and that will end this game. So a very close game till the end. New South Wales will take a win, 2-1 win. Victoria did well all game, especially in the field. New South Wales just consistently getting a few more up base runners on base. I'll wait to end the live stream after the players shake hands. While they're doing that, I'll read out the games that are coming up for today.
Thank you, Karen.
Did we get all the balls out of the chute?
Yeah, you got
So later today, I believe on this diamond we have South Australia versus Victoria. This will be at 2:30, so be rough, probably more close to 2:35 as there has to be half an hour break between games. And then I believe on Spacequake Sports you should be seeing WA versus Tasmania. And that'll be the last games of the Gilley Shield before finals begin. See the players shaking hands now. I've just confirmed the South Australia Victoria game will be available on the same site as you found this live stream. Victorians and New South Wales will start clapping their supporters. Coaches saying good luck to each other. The remaining games, good sportsmanship all around. I'd also like to shout, before we close off, I'd like to shout out our statisticians for the day. We have Alison Pendleberry, the assistant Christine Hill, and on technology Jim Giles. So that'll do it for today, this stream. We'll see anyone who's interested in half an hour.